So today is the 29th of Feb 2024. All right day today. Not my most productive, not my most efficient, but I got some stuff done. So I edited some videos for one of my clients. I worked on my slide deck for my sales calls because I did have a sales call today, but it wasn't a good fit, so I turned it away. But I prepared that in preparation for her. And then, yeah, I was just looking at the ads and working with the ads for the clients, and then I was sort of having a conversation with the client. So again, that disaster client, I gave her a warning today pretty much saying like, it's either you sort it out, you trust me in what I'm doing, you give me some time, or you go and you go your separate way. And I worded it in a way which puts her on the back foot and gives her the power to make the decision essentially. And she said, look, okay, I'm sorry, let's do this. I'll trust you and I'll trust the process. So I said, okay, fine. Now I've made the executive decision that if she does one more thing like that, it's done. So that's that anyway. It's just good experience. It's a trial. She loses a bit of cash. Like, it's not the end of the world. She's not going to die. And I think I was getting too obsessed with making the money, and it was sort of her putting pressure on me was making me like not nervous, but like I don't know, like making me have like ants in my pants about the whole thing, trying to get it moving and stuff. And so yeah, so I guess the only thing for me now is just trying to understand the service delivery better. Like, all right, I get it, it all makes sense. The thing for me is now is just like, so the headache client, she hasn't had a few conversations in about 3 days, or she hasn't had a book call in a while. So it's been a bit of like a thing like, why are we not getting book calls? Why is no one responding to our outreach from the ad anymore when the other lady is? So yeah, I'm just trying to play around with it and figure out what I need to do differently. I don't know if it's the content, I don't know exactly what it is, but something feels like it's missing. I don't know. So we weren't getting any responses for the headache clients ads. So I tweaked the outreach from the ad and we got some responses through, which is good. But still, I feel like there's a piece missing. I think it might be the content. I like logically thinking about it, it must be the content. I just can't see why. Because if I look at the top guys doing this, they're spitting out content, or their content's really good, or their content's really well built out, or their pages. So yeah, I don't know. I'm in a point now where I'm not so much like, it's not stressing me out anymore. I'm just curious to know, how do I improve it? What steps do I take? Because obviously now this is the bit that's important, because when I start charging, I need to know how to fix this stuff. Because if someone's paying me 3 grand and I can't fix the system when it's broken, that's not worth 3 grand. It's got to be able to be fixed like that. So yeah, I need to see. I don't know what it is. Obviously, like her, it's a trial anyway, but it's good experience to understand why I need how to fix it, identifying the problem. So yeah, and I guess based on the data tracker, it makes sense. Like we're getting the leads, um, we're just not getting responses. So yeah, I guess it sort of makes, I don't know. We get there anyway. I'm just trying to sort of figure it out, and I've said to her we're going to finish it. We're definitely going to finish it next Friday with her. It's a trial, and yeah, if we wanted to carry on, then obviously the option's there. But there we go. So that's her sort of part to the side. But yeah, like I said, my main problem now is it's just not a problem, but my next step is understanding how to fix it when it's broken. And I feel like once I've got that in place, and once I sort of get a bit better with the appointment setting, which I'm doing good anyway, but get a bit better with it, maybe understand some little other bits that I can pick up along the way, then we can start looking at, right, what is the next step from here? What do I need to do next? And then it's the outreach. So in terms of my outreach, so I was doing some cold outreach, DM outreach today. No responses, fine. Just good to get some practice out there. But one thing I was finding, I was like, who the fuck am I targeting here? Like, all right, coaches. There's so many coaches. Am I going for relationship coaches, career coaches? Am I going for coaches with high followings, low followings? Am I going for coaches that produce content all the time, or coaches that don't really produce content that have an optimized page, coaches that don't have an optimized page? Like, there's so many variables. I don't know who to outreach to. So I was just going through like pages of outreach, and I was like, is this right? I don't know. Anyway, I was doing that, and then I think the next step for me, right, instead of just outreaching blindly, I'm going to run my ad. So I'm going to invest some money back in, and I'm going to run an ad and see what type of leads come through, what are the types of coaches I'm attracting. Then I'm going to jump on some calls, see if they're good quality leads, and if those people are good quality, they have money, they have an online presence, then I'll start pushing cold DMs with with ads. So we'll see. It's getting there slowly, step by step, building. But we are getting there. Now, the other thing that happened today was I had a call with my 9 to 5, and so my boss remembered me. He finally called me back, which is a bad thing. Anyway, he called me. Then he put me in contact with another lady who called me and was talking about getting me a role on this project. And yeah, so one of the conditions of the role was traveling 3 hours up north to the site. And I said, like, is that a must? So I said, if I can't do that, you wouldn't give it to me. Because obviously, I don't want it, but I've got to act like I want it, because I can't be like, no, I don't want to do that, because they're paying me. They're the reason that I can set this up. So I can't say no, but I also don't want to travel 3 fucking hours in one way to a site for one day and then come back. That'll, well, they'll probably make me stay overnight. So that's 2 days gone. So I said to her, like, is that a condition? Like, do I have to? She said, yeah, it's a requirement. I was like, but why is it a requirement? I said, if I can do the same thing from home, why does it matter? She said, no, you just have to. But I said, I understand that, but I have work. I have like commitments outside of work that I'm paying for, because of the fact that I don't have to travel that far. She went, no, you just have to. And this is what fucking pisses me off about the 9 to 5. You are just You're just a number. You do whatever they tell you to, and you don't have a choice, because they're paying you your salary, and that's it. Simple as that. And you have no say. And I cannot deal with that. That call earlier was the first time I'd had that anger again, in that, my blood boiling, since summer last year, when I had that guy telling me what to do. And it just reminded me why I'm doing this, and why I need to stay focused, and why I need to keep pushing. You don't. Yeah, mate, I can't explain to you how much I hate it, being told what to do, being directed, being bossed about, and like, you don't get a say, you don't get an opinion. I'm being open. I'm not being a cunt. I'm not trying to like cause trouble. I'm being open with her, and sort of giving her the leeway to like explain herself. And she's going, no, you have to go. But I'm like, I get that, but is that a requirement? No, you just have to go. Wouldn't give me anything, and they just expect you to blindly comply with them just because they're paying you a set amount a month. Fucking ridiculous, mate. Absolute bollocks. And yeah, just my blood was boiling. I was trying to keep my cool, because I was like, there's no point in snapping at her, but I was getting really pissed off, because I was just like, who are you to tell me what to do? Who the fuck are you? Because you've been here for 10, 20 years. You have no right to tell me what I can and can't do. Um, so yeah, it's been interesting. I Yeah, what can you do? No, I'm just hoping there's delay. I'm going to try and delay the process as much as possible. I'm just going to pray that it works out like it has constantly been happening. It's somehow just figured itself out. So I'm going to hope that carries on. But what can you do, I guess? Like, yeah, it's part of the journey. It's part of the story, juggling both. So we'll see. So I don't need to see when my uni probably starts up again soon as well. Fucking headache, but again, it's all part of the journey. Patience is key. And yeah, I've sort of like a few months ago, I was calm with the fact that the process takes time, takes months, years more than to get to where I am. I'd say the last week or two, I started getting a bit impatient again, and mainly because of my 9 to 5 job putting the pressure on me. It's just hovering over me. It's just there. So I know I need to move quickly, because if I don't, there's a bigger chance they give me more work, and then I lose focus on this. Then it sets me back, etc., etc. I could feel myself getting impatient. I could feel myself focusing on getting the cash too much again, and trying to jump ahead and trying to rush the whole journey. But I feel like I've calmed myself down again. I've accepted to myself that it's going to take time again. I don't know how long, but I think it's important. It could be 3 months where I start making some cash in, getting some good, decent cash in to survive. But I think if you have the mindset that it's going to take time, it's going to take months, years more, it comes too quicker. Like I've said a million times before throughout my videos, when you chase the money, it runs away from you. And when your sole focus is the money, you never get the money. So yeah, it's just about being patient, being present. I've got a bit of a calmness, more of a calmness about this service delivery now, because it's a trial at the end of the day. If I lose a bit of cash, so fucking be it. But yeah, I'm getting there. Like, if again, like on the call with my mentor, he said to me, "Look how far you've come since we first started talking 6 weeks ago." Like, it is crazy how far I've come, and I'm constantly growing. So yeah, just got to stay focused, keep pushing, and patience is key.